Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Nezha. This figure is actually from the movie Nezha that came out, oh gosh, I don't even know, a handful of years ago. It's kind of a part of that same line of films, if you know the Monkey King Hero is Back film. Apparently they're like in the same universe, and there's supposed to be more films. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I mean, the figure and toys we got out of it are pretty cool. SH Figuarts didn't publicize this over in the States, even though I know you can watch the movie in English. And it did have a dub. You can watch it over in the States, but yeah, SH Figuarts did not promote these over here. You can't even buy this on Big Bad Toy Store. I ended up buying this on like some third-party website. And was pretty excited to see that this was in. This guy cost me like 25 bucks, and it is official. So that was a steal for everything you get. So yeah, the front of the box, you do have Nezha, in his full god form, with the flames and then his little ribbon. On the side just has his name. And then on the back, this is like the little form of Nezha that you see in the movie before he gets this big form. This guy is also an SH Figuarts. You can see like the joints and everything. I did not buy this one. Wasn't interested. Just kind of wanted the big guy. You can kind of see some of the things he comes with, so like the flame wheels, and you could put the ribbon on him, and then you have the spear right there with the flame effect. This guy has a lot of cool stuff for not a lot of money, and I'm surprised that SH Figuarts didn't allow more people over here to purchase it. I honestly just came across him on a whim. So yeah, let's get this guy open and see everything he comes with. And here's the Nezha figure out of his packaging. He is a really tall figure. It's kind of interesting. Like, I'd never seen SH Figuarts do a humanoid figure that's this tall. But it's nice. I'm glad they stayed true to what he was in the movie and didn't make him shorter. He has a nice hair sculpt, kind of reminiscent of, his flame abilities. He's got the nice pointed ears. He's got the nice symbol here on his forehead. And then the eye paint looks exactly like he did in the film. So all the details are there on this figure. The nice face printing tech too. He's got a nice like frown. The interesting part is that his chest is a different color than the rest of his body. I don't know why. I feel like it's probably like a Super Saiyan Goku situation from recent memory, where it's not soft, but it is a different skin tone. Regardless of that, the painting of his tattoo is the same throughout. It even has some in the butterfly joint. His vest is soft, and you can pull this off if you want to, but I haven't done that yet. Arms are pretty bare, just has the tattoo up there as well. He's got that flame sash that is a shiny metallic like orange color. His pants are painted nice. This is a hard plastic, and then the bottom is more soft. And then his feet are bare. Nothing on the bottom. It's cool though that he's got this little bangle that is a free floating piece, so be careful when you change the hands or you will lose this. But it does have nice sculpt work in it to show that, where it comes from. And yeah, so it's good. He looks good. Aesthetic wise, don't have any problems with it. He looks just like he did in the film. So let's get into some of his articulation. So for his head, Nezha can look up, and this is with the neck joint as well. About that much. Let me zoom out because he is kind of hard to capture on film because he is tall. And then looking down, which you'll be probably looking down on most regular SH Figuarts, you can look down about that much. He has side-to-side tilt. That's really far over. Then, of course, if you wanted to spin it all the way around, you can. And that's even using the neck as well. Arms go up about this much. Horizontal movement. He has bicep swivel. He does have a butterfly joint, although it doesn't. Oh, and then you push it too far and his arm comes off. Let's try that again. Yeah, so you can get him to kind of cross his arms across his chest. Like that. Double jointed elbow. This elbow is also like a different color piece. It's not super noticeable off camera, but in the camera you can see it. Then he's got the ball jointed wrist. These are really small wrist pegs, so be careful with that. And then for the torso, he crunches back this much, you will get that gap up here. You can kind of just put it a little bit forward and it disappears. And then forward, he goes forward this much. In the back, you can see a gap, but his pants being frayed up here cover it. And it's dark too, so that helps. The legs go out about this much. He's got like the Dragon Ball hips. It has like these little cap pieces, and like on the back, you can see like the little butt pieces too. And then his knees are interesting. They're like big ball hinges. So he gets knee articulation like that. I actually really like the way these knees came out. Like if they did something like this for the Dragon Ball figures, I wouldn't be mad at it instead of having it. Let me see. I actually have a Dragon Ball figure nearby. So like instead of this and you see like this chunk taken out of here, chunk taken out of there, I prefer if it looked more like this where it's smooth all the way around. Because they still, I mean, Goku might get a little bit more range of motion just because the back of it, you know, comes out, but I like the way this looks aesthetically a lot more. Then he does have thigh swivel. It's not a ton, but it's there. There's no calf swivel. Foot goes up about that much, comes down about that much. He does have like really nice ankle pivot, so you can definitely hit like a really wide stance, the ankle pivot. And then he's got a toe joint that's really nice. Even though it has this lip, it still kind of curves up, so he can stand and support himself. Yeah, that's it for his articulation. Let's get into his accessories and see everything that he comes with. Alright, so this guy's got a ton of accessories, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently. First off is his faces. He did not come with the looking off to the side, teeth gritted face in the box. He actually came with this stern face. Looks really good. Nice face printing tech. You can see all his markings, and then the eyes. And then he also has this face that has like, you know, the whited out eyes and the mouth that's just in a plain kind of grimace type look. I think this is pretty cool. And then for hands, all his hands, drop that. All his hands are nicely sculpted. They have claws on the end, and the claws are painted, except the thumbnail. I actually didn't really notice that, but the thumbnail does not have any claws on it. So the splayed out hand. He has a hand to hold his weapon accessory that we'll look at in a second. And then he has a pair of hands that's a little bit looser grip on the staff accessory. And then he has the staff accessory or spear accessory himself. This is the one reason why I wish they would have made a Monkey King Hero is Back figure too. I guess, I don't know, they couldn't get the license to do it, or maybe that movie wasn't as popular, but I thought it was. So I wish we got figures from SH Figuarts for it. But this is really nice. The gold paint is pretty. The sculpting is really beautiful. The carving right here. And then this is just all plain, you know, black plastic. But it's a matte finish, so it's really nice. And then the end is really nicely painted. And you can actually pull this off to make it easier to get in his hand, which is really nice. I appreciate that on figures. And then there's a couple accessories that go, well, like one accessory that goes with this staff. And that is this flame effect piece right here. So you can put it on the end of the staff. It breaks apart into two pieces, and then you clamp it together around the top of the staff. So let me see if I can do this on camera. Maybe not. I haven't done this in a hot minute, so if it doesn't work. I feel like the last time I did this, it kind of slid down. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, so you can show like this, the spear is on fire, which is pretty cool. And then he comes with this piece right here. For the life of me, I cannot remember what it's for. And I don't have the instructions for this. So, yeah. But it is this little nubbin piece. Looks like it goes somewhere on him specifically. But if I find out, I'll put it down in the comments below. And then what is Nezha without his rings of fire on his feet? This is a really awesome accessory. I mean, nice paint, like the transition from the red, and it's got like the orange in there and the yellow and then the gold. It's really nicely sculpted, and then you have his feet up here. So this is really cool to pose on the shelf. I honestly can't wait for the in-art Monkey King figures so I can pose them together on the shelf, the 1/12 scale. And then you have his sacred ribbon that just wraps around his body. It actually does have some paint up here, so you see like the flame up there. And this comes in a bunch of pieces. You cannot turn any of these. It's already... Yeah, let's zoom out a little bit. It's already pre-sculpted to look like this, so it just kind of like drapes over his body, kind of like how you see on the front of the box. Hang on. So yeah. So this part kind of sits on his arms, and this back piece will come up here. You definitely need a stand to hold on to this because you are not going to be able to just pose him like that standing anywhere. Which is why they give you a stand. So they give you a stand with his name on it. It looks really nice. Has a couple of arms too that go with it. So you have like this tiny arm. And these are all literally to hold up that ribbon piece. And then you have this portion, you know, normal Tamashii Nation stand arm to keep him upright. And then you can plug it right into his back. Ah, I see where the little nubbin piece goes. So this piece actually goes in his back, if you see that little thing. So this piece goes in his back, and then it goes... Let's see here. And then it goes right on here. So instead of having like a weird translucent piece in his back, you can have a flesh colored piece. And then you can hold him up while he's wearing the ribbon. Look at that, we're learning together. That's great. But yeah, all these accessories are amazing. And again, I only paid like 25 bucks for this guy when I bought him originally. Like, was it maybe 2 years ago now? But yeah, he comes with everything that an SH Figuarts should come with. So I would give his accessories a 10 out of 10 if I was rating things like that. Let me know what you guys think about the accessories and what your favorite accessory is. Okay, and size comparison time. So like I alluded to at the beginning of the video, this guy is tall. He's taller than the Marvel Legends Iron Man and taller than the Lightning Collection Dino Thunder White Ranger. Yeah, I mean, he's a god, so he's definitely bigger than everybody else, which is really nice to see. Again, it's not normal for Tamashii Nations to make just huge humanoid figures, but I'm glad they did, and he's in proportion, so that's also a bonus. And then here he is standing next to a couple other SH Figuarts. If you wanted to face off against Goku, he is still going to tower over Goku. He's going to definitely tower over Vegeta, but I think they still look good together and make for some exciting photos. And then here he is standing next to the CT Toys Agent Anti-Venom, and then the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo from the movie. Actually, this is the only time that there's a figure that's close to his height that's still like normal humanoid size, so Agent Anti-Venom is pretty tall, but they'll look pretty good together. And then Leonardo, of course, is still big because he is a dude in a suit, essentially. But I still think you could fudge it and make it look good. For my final thoughts, I love this figure. I'm glad I just happened to come across it. I'm glad I watched the movie too. The movie's great. The figure's great. They do sell the adversary in the film, the guy that has like the water and ice powers who turns into a dragon. They sell him as well. They do not sell his dragon form, but I could not get a hold of his buddy to add with him. Again, I kind of wish they would have continued on with this movie line and made the Sun Wukong figure. I thought that would have been pretty fun. In both his like regular kind of peasant normal clothes form, and then, you know, when he finally gets all the Wukong armor. But yeah, I mean, if you can find this guy, pick him up. He's a lot of fun. If you ever wanted a Nezha figure, I don't see that we're going to get one that's has this kind of like anime styling, or if you like just really enjoyed the movie, we're probably not going to get another one from that film unless they make a sequel. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you thought of the review and what you think of this figure, and if you want to pick him up. If you do, let me know, and I can see if I can track him down for you guys. Take care and have a great rest of your day.